Well, I have often been asked as to why I chose to become a teacher, leaving a very comfortable and a good job at media. Well, to that, my answer is perhaps because I always felt happy being a teacher to be able to motivate and inspire and contribute to the upbringing of the children. The amount of love and dedication that I received from them speaks volume of my choice, and the following presentation affirms the fact my decision was indeed correct. So here's a presentation on this Teachers' Day dedicated by all my ex-students as to how they felt about attending my class during my stint as an English teacher. Take a look.
Sir, as a teacher, the most sweet and creative teacher I have ever came across to. He is an all-rounder. He has got all the skills from study field to art field. Art field also include acting, dancing, singing and writing thing, and he has got all of them and he is very fabulous in all of them. And thing I miss about his class most is he used to give us topics on the spot topics.
He's just, according to me, to be honest, he's impeccable. He's always at his highest standard in whatever he is doing, and he's awesome. He's communicative, as which the teacher should always be. The communication gap between the student and teacher should not be there. And he always makes sure that he is available for the students, and not only in the case of study matters, other matters also.
The most amazing English teacher that I've got, and you're the most friendly one.
When a really good teacher, you know what you're teaching and you're very good with your subject.
As a teacher, he's like one of those mentors from, I guess, another planet or world, because the way he taught us was really very amazing. It was very interesting, unique, everything we can say. Especially he was very good at teaching where other teachers lack, because other teachers only teach, but he was the one who taught us everything related to our personal lives, our environment, our surroundings, the things happening with us, everything. He was more friendly with us so that we can share our views on anything with him.
Kaushik sir as a teacher is very helpful and motivating, as I always had the belief that more than us, he worked harder for us, and even today I believe the same.
Sir is an inventive and a remarkable teacher I have ever met. He knows how to create students' interest even in the most boring topic.
He is intelligent, caring, supportive, dedicated to teaching.
He's a very hard taskmaster, but at the same time, he's a very supporting person.
Kaushik sir is an amazing teacher.
Very versatile teacher and a very good entertainer who holds his audience's attention and then he teaches his lessons.
I admired him very much. His teachings were not just limited to books and his subject, but it comprised of all the general things which we ignore but have significant impression in shaping our personalities.
As a teacher has been someone you could always rely upon. The way he taught us, the way he pushed us into each and every chapter, the way he represented himself in front of students was something no one ever did. Yes, he has always been a greatest motivator for me, for rest of my colleagues. Basically, his way of teaching, his way of explaining, his way of pointing out soft intricacies of the chapter was par excellence.
Sir is a very good teacher. This is obviously a very known fact, but also I'd like to add to this is that he's a very patient teacher with me, because thousands and thousands of times I asked him to repeat two poems like Things of Beauty and We're Not Afraid to Die in class 11th, and he repeated them again and again without shouting or without becoming cranky. So I guess, yes, he's a very patient teacher as well.
Like helpful person, he used to encourage us a lot.
He's a very motivating and inspiring personality. All the hardships he has been through in his life inspires me to do something better. He never lets his students down, always stands by them and helps them. Whenever I needed his help, he was there for me, and I am very thankful to him.
That when he used to explain a character of a plot, what a writer and a poet want to say, each and every line he used to read, he He used to bring the emotions of the character and the writer, what he is trying to say.
I miss the energy that you brought in with you to the class, and I miss the enthusiasm with which you taught us.
Is all that humor you created in your lectures. I mean, the way you taught us was really something unique. Suraj creating nuisance in the class, fighting with you, I mean, arguing with you. It was really exciting. And your sketches were like wow. I mean, Picasso, if he would be alive today, he would have died. I miss all those things like you poking me all the time for every goddamn thing. Or it was Kalpana who was standing before you and speaking in her that weird kind of English. And I love the way, and I miss it too, the way you insert, I mean, show us the mirror and appreciate on the other at the same time. I mean, yeah, your lectures were always after the break, so most of the times, I mean, so I was the one standing near the board always, and you just came from behind, and I was like, oh my god, Kaushik sir came. And everyone's like, Kaushik sir, Kaushik sir, Kaushik sir aa gaye. And we were rushing on to our seats, banging our heads into each other. So it was really funny. So all those moments, I miss them a lot, and I miss you. I miss the class and everything. I'll miss it.
Are the healthy discussions we have had in this class?
Extra effort that you put in your work to make us learn.
But what I miss the most is the way he presented the topic, using sketches and incidences relating to the topic.
What I miss about Kaushik sir's class was the humor he used to bring. He used to make the lessons funny and interesting. And the best funny thing was when he used to get distracted by the mischiefs of the student. And believe me guys, the expression and the faces he used to make was really very funny.
It's been so long that I remember one of the students didn't know how to pronounce agenda. So yeah, he beat the shit out of me. Your jokes, they were a bit lame. They were very lame. Still, I was
Julius Caesar, which I would like remember for the rest of my life, most probably, because that was a very joyful like session with him.
Things that I miss about his classes is that the energy that he used to bring into the class, I must say, lots and lots of fun, which is a huge stress buster after the hectic schedule of studying physics, chemistry, mathematics or biology. And also one thing that I always remember is his sense of humor, which used to run from everywhere to everywhere, followed by lots and lots of laughter. So yes, these are a few things that I'm very much missing from his classes.
Those 15 minutes long lectures which he used to give to us, I don't know from where he got those topics to speak upon, but yes, that nowhere went in vain, that will nowhere go in vain. They always had one thing or the another to teach to us. And then I miss the way he taught us, I miss the way he behaved with us, I miss the way we killed the boredom of the class. I actually miss the way he blushed. Yes, the way he blushed a lot, the way he blushed. And then I miss each and everything about his class. Yes.
What I miss about his class is the atmosphere of guilt and interaction, which always made me feel prominent in the class, and his friendly behavior, which made me feel comfortable in asking my queries.
I remember one day, it was the last class of the day, we were discussing deep waters. So he used the term chicken legs, and the moment we heard this word, we all started laughing because we were not expecting our kind of language from a teacher's mouth.
Honestly speaking, I miss his scoldings and punishments because whenever any one of us would not complete his homework or would not pay attention in his class, he would scold us and give punishment. I often enjoyed it because I knew that he did this for our welfare only.
And in front of the whole class, you said to me that Suraj, you can score 90 in my subject, because I was not considered in the so-called intelligent students. at that point of time it felt really good because I was not academically as sound as the others, so it felt good. And today I'm making this video just because you gave me confidence. I know I can speak this language fluently. And more importantly, but not good, but then I can speak it well. So at that point of time I felt very good because you said like, you can score 90 more in my subject. So thank you for that.
Your reaction when Kajal did not know what actually pout meant, and when she asked you were in great shock. So that is
That 1 minute speech by him on the rickshaw ride completely blew us up.
His lectures so much. He was like all the time with his vocabulary. He used to teach us I remember when I was in 9th, he was teaching us a chapter. Maybe it was Harold. Now the chapter in that chapter, he gave us around 200 synonyms and antonyms, and he wanted us to summarize them all.
when all of us used to say Patol Babu instead of Potol Babu, and he used to get very angry.
Memorable incidents of his class was when we were in class 9. We were perhaps the first batch he taught in the school. One day he asked few questions of vocabulary which only I could answer. I was elated. That is memorable because answering him is a pretty difficult job.
Most probably the line that was most amusing was Pathol Babu. Like, I don't know why I am amused so much out of it, because in chapter whenever we used to hear that Pathol Babu from several other people in the classroom, like we friends used to enjoy it, and the way you said it was like nice and enjoyable.
The first was when we were about to leave our school, he came to our class and gave small cards to every student. And second was on the scribbling day. I went to his class, gave him my diary, and he wrote the designer of the future and drew a small car below it. That was a very overwhelming incident for me.
Well, one of the most memorable incidents was in class 11th. We were reading a chapter called Ranga's Marriage, and the girls of our class started comparing him to the protagonist of the story, Ranga. And it resulted in an outburst of laughter, and he became somewhat blushy. So it was a memorable experience, and shall always be preserved in my memory for ages.
I have many of them, believe me. I have a lot of them with me. But maintaining the decency level, let me recall the days when he was teaching us Ranga's Marriage of class 11th. Snapshot. Yes, those were the days. We, of course, mocked him in a good sense. Like anything, after each and every line, his level of blushing went above and above. And then at the end of the chapter, it was sky high, of course. And then yes, somewhere the number of incidents are there, but still this was the funniest part which I could recall.
One of the most memorable incidents that took place in his class definitely has to be that Ranga's marriage incident. I do not remember actually from where that joke started to where that joke ended, but for sure that has been the best joke since eternity in our class that has been taking round. So that has to be Ranga's marriage incident.
Even Supreet does not know this.
One thing that I will always remember, that he used to say that respect needs to be earned.
We should read a lot to increase our vocabulary.
Don't listen to others and do what you feel is right. Don't think that you're like less than others, and be proud of your achievement.
One thing that he said and that I'll always remember is that 90 is a myth. That has to be the one, because that always helped me and motivated me to work hard and harder to prove that no, actually he was wrong. And the other one is that he used to call us, are you all Chacha Chaudhary sitting over here that you're not noting down anything? So yes, these has to be two of all those many memories.
And yeah, I have a habit of putting na after every sentence, and you were like, Kajal, what's that na? I was like, sir, na is na. So I missed that a lot.
there were many things that he said to me, but at the moment I am remembering only two. The one was when my performance was not going very good in 12th. He said, "You are sinking, Rohan, you are sinking." And the second one was it was not just a statement, but it was something that I shall preserve in my memory for ages, and that was learning. He said that learning is not only books, but it is about observation and drawing inferences from what you see and observe.
When you are on your way to success, never forget your past and your mates who supported you. Always help them and support them. Because when you will be a successful man, they will be the one to celebrate with you. But if you go alone and forget them, there will be no one to celebrate your victory.
Sir, you are the best, and yeah, you have proved it. And no need to listen to others. Just believe in your teaching and your students.
And at last, I would like to tell you that you are an amazing teacher and amazing person. Please don't change the way you teach us. You taught us. The generation that are about to come is like waiting. Most probably, you will teach them the same way that you did to us, and like be the same. And thank you for everything you have done. And thanks a lot.
This is not my last message to him, but I have always admired him for his passion. And that is what the message I want to give him. Sir, please keep up that passion. You have been a great support. Please always be in touch, because you're a great teacher and a great motivator and a great guide. Thank you very much, sir.
You've been a very important part of my life, as you made me recognized in the whole crowd and included my name in the list of good students. So thank you for all you have done and all you have taught to me. Thank you very much, sir.
So my message for you will be that you teach so good, and it's fair that you expect good results from your students. But try not to be so hard on students who are weaker and who are unable to score good.
Kaushik sir, stay the way you are. Keep your classes and lessons interesting. Be a true inspiration for your students and always support them. Finally, I would like to say that all the morals and values that you taught me, I will remember them for lifelong. Thank you for being my teacher.
I'm privileged to be a student and would like to thank you. You always helped me. Whatever I could score in boards, it was all because of you. So I would like to wish you a good luck for your life ahead.
Basically, not the last, but yes, one of my messages to him is that, sir, you just be the same. You are my greatest idol, and I follow you blindly. Yes, you have transformed me into something which I never was. I really adore you a lot, and then give the same love you are giving right now. Be original, be Kaushik Moitra, and yes, transform each and every Divyansh you meet. Believe me, transform each and every Divyansh you meet. You will get the greatest respect from anyone. And then at last, with all due respect, love you, sir.
My last message to him is, so, I love you for all the moments that we shared and the transformation that you brought in me. Also, I wish that you continue to inspire the students like us. All the best.
Message for you is that keep on practicing this noble profession so that you make a difference in many more students' lives like you did in mine, and also keep them motivating towards their goals. So I wish you all the very best for your future ahead.